FF Plus leader Dr Pieter Groenewald says he has circulated written letters to 8 political parties that were in the 6th Parliament, as well as the new parties in the 7th Parliament regarding this matter.
I confirm that yesterday I sent letters to 8 political party leaders in the National Assembly requesting their support that we can refer the Expropriation Act in terms of Section 80 of the Constitution to the Constitutional Court to validate its constitutionality. These 8 parties are the parties who voted against the expropriation bill when it was in the process in the National Assembly. Some new parties after the election became part of the National Assembly, but their leaders were part of those parties who voted against.
According to Groenewald, the Constitution allows members of the National Assembly to challenge any law that they deem unconstitutional in the Apex Court.
The Section 80 of the Constitution requires that 1/3 of the number of National Assembly members can put forward such a request. And these parties, if they do support the Freedom Front Plus, is enough to ensure that 1/3 of the members of the National Assembly then supports a referral to the Constitutional Court.
The DA also said it is open for discussions to join any party opposing the act. This despite the party confirming that its lawyers are drafting court papers already in preparation for legal action.
We'll support any process that leads to the constitutional determination of this bill. However, I don't think that we need to go through those processes. I think we can approach the Constitutional Court through the legal processes there in order to that. But we will work together with all parties, and I think it's instructive in the question that you ask that yet another party outside of the DA and the IFP are unhappy about the way this has unfolded. And had we been able to have the opportunity to sit around as leaders of these political parties and have a conversation about this, instead of having the conversation with you today, I think it would have been a much healthier way to resolve the matter. And I think we could have found a way forward.
But 2 of the political parties approached by the FF Plus, the ATM and Rise Mzansi, have declined the request.
Rise Mzansi has received correspondence from the leader of the FF Plus, Dr Groenewald, requesting our support for parliamentary action that would refer the Expropriation Act to the Constitutional Court to test its constitutionality. Rise Mzansi will not be supporting this action, as we believe the Act to be sound and to be in line with Section 25 of the Constitution, as well as the Constitution in its entirety. It's worth noting that those correspondence from the FF Plus and Dr Groenewald referred to parties that did not support the bill in the 6th Parliament.
The only acceptable law is the one that fully expresses the need for justice and reparation for the masses who have suffered systemic injustice. We will only consider aligning with any movement if they recognize and stand against these injustices, recognizing and acknowledging the historical context that necessitates this radical stance. The recent enactment of the expropriation bill, which allows for expropriation for nil compensation, is a betrayal of the people's aspirations for genuine land reform. We urge parties like FF Plus to join us in advocating for true justice by amending Section 25 of the Constitution for expropriation without compensation.
The ANC in Parliament, which is also part of the GNU, has confirmed its readiness to defend the new act. Abongwe Kobokane, SABC News, Parliament.